Alright, welcome everyone back. I've been gone for 3 days, of course, after the last week on Amateur Dota 2 League. After diving into the deep game, I've disappeared for 3 days, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. I'm now back on Monday night. Of course, I had a major presentation for my grad school on Saturday, and that is why I disappeared over the weekends. Anyway, I'm once again back with my Reddit Dota 2 cassette series. Today we have a rank all pick game submitted by DLTyrus. Quick reminder again, I am still streaming for St. Jude Play Live, and my miserable campaign to raise $100 still going on. I haven't actually checked whether anyone has actually donated to it, but anyway, if you're interested to donate to St. Jude Hospital, they are a children's research hospital. It focuses on helping children with cancer. They don't charge their patients, and they operate mainly on sponsorships and basically donations from public and through campaigns like this one, which the St. Jude Play Live. And so now without wasting much time, we'll go right into a game. And once again, this is a ranked all pick game submitted by DLTyrus. And here we go. It's an early quick start to the game. We have
prepare for battle.
My friends, this one is indubitably in the bag.
So, I'm just gonna switch this to free cam, and alright, there you have it. We have Water Player on the Nature's Prophet, Crony on Tinker, DLTyrus on the Zeus, Huben on PA, Kaipar on a Clockwork. No clear support in this game, in this lineup. Actually, probably the Zeus falls into a support role. High burst damage, so pretty good. On the other side, we have a DK, bottom feeder on the DK. Shuts off and pants off is on the Tiny. The mighty number 3 on the Mirana. We have a Beetlejuice
30 seconds to battle
on the Bane, and Nick Tango. Keep Tango on the Nick's Assassin. However you want to read that, I guess.
I can promise you that this one's in the bag.
In the bag, bats. Very, very quickly, so we do see some pretty solid lineup on the Radiant side, to be honest. We do have a huge amount of Disabler, though a huge amount of burst damage on the Dire side, so this could really go either way. The arrow coming in, so lands on a full arrow. That looks like a maybe 4-second arrow. The stun coming out a little bit too early, and a Nightmare now on Kaipar. He's now blocked down 3 seconds before he gets a cock, actually salving up, and he does manage to cock himself out, but the arrow once again connects. Still very, very low, but he does manage to walk away. Okay, may not be able to get away from this actually. I think he's trying to probably die to the tower. No, he's just gonna walk into the... okay, doesn't really matter. The Bane manages to get a soul ring off, and now really, really low once again. And first blood goes the way of mighty number 3. And the Mirana walks away with the extra goal. And everyone else gets a little bit. 80 to the Tiny, 48 to Beetlejuice. Ironically, it felt like Bane did more. Okay, I guess Tiny did a lot of physical damage over a short period of time. Kaipar now TP's right back in, so it doesn't really matter. DK dominating the creep count farm so far. As I was discussing earlier, I would say that the Radiant side has a lot of stun. They have a DK stun, a solid 2.5 seconds at a really, really early level, when max out there's 3.2. So that's some pretty solid stun right there from DK. And then you have another stun, though not as secure, down right there. Bane goes down, Clockwork go down. Kaipar on the Clockwork goes down again to the tri-lane combo. Mirana must have landed a very good arrow right there. And yes, she was involved. Got a huge amount of experience right there. So that's a solid stun coming up from the Mirana. And as well as saying, the Mirana, as you can see, has a 5 second stun. The Impale has a 1.27 up to 2.77. You also have a Spike Carapace stun. And now the rotating mid, Bane has 2 Disabler as well, so that's a full team of Disablers, and the Tiny 2 very solid Disablers also. Over here you have the Clockwork with a stun, and that's about it. Nothing else that is really significant. Mirana picks up a double damage. And now rotates back to the bottom lane. Kaipa has this problem right here, does not have a ward to really zone out the situation for him to have a look. To actually see incoming attacks, but I think I'm pretty sure he spots the Mirana. He's just staying back right now, he actually does not spot the Mirana. And the arrow does come out and takes the full arrow to the face. Just pure damage harassment right there. Mirana probably looking to pick up a border very soon. You can see the money being saved up. There it goes, going back. Mirana, GG, we lost. Which is funny. I think there must be some in-game discussion about asking one of them to come out. Asking a rotation to assist him in the lane, though I feel he's actually doing pretty good. He's having a 4 level, it's like 1 full level above the Clockwork right now. And though Furion is definitely having some free farm in the jungler, though that 18 count, it's a jungler count, so it might not be as high as you perceive it to be. Having a look at the net worth, the PA does lead the net worth so far. But definitely behind on levels, and of course PA can get really big depending on the situations. And now DK closing in, just
Denied.
more denies coming up from DK, so really causing this Tinker to fall behind on the levels. So it's about like 3 to 4 creeps behind. That's like 6 denies, and Tinker himself has 1. And more flame and harassment coming up. Needs to deny the car. No deny coming up, so the catapult, full catapult experience goes the way of Crony. Very important right there. Of course, Tinker picks up the border. Going up to the bottom lane, but it doesn't really matter. The bottom lane runes being picked up by the support, so very good rune control overall by the Radiant. I think Tinker does realize, he does see the 2 support, so he's just going to back away from their experience. And once again, he's going to fall behind. And the Bane actually now comes right in here, takes a lot of damage from the tower. Zeus TP's in, so the supports are forced to back away, but as you can see, the Tinker falling behind more and more. Now it's almost half a level under the DK, so the DK takes up a quick full wave of creeps actually. And up here you have the Bane potentially going down. It does go down to the Tinker, and that's a major kill to help him catch up with the DK. And down right here, the harassment has gone off. Clockwork having a much better time right now at the bottom. So, but the farms wise, Clockwork is still pretty far behind. Clockwork is now almost catching this arrow. That's a 5-second pure stun. Tiny could potentially walk up. Tiny doesn't care. Tiny doesn't have the mana to follow up on that. But that is a 5-second full range stun from the Mirana. Some beautiful arrows coming up from IT number 3 right here. Now Bane has rotated top after his death. Provide more support to the Nyx Assassin, who likely is complaining. Who likely has been complaining. That's probably why the whole issue began. An invisibility rune now being propped, but under the vision of the observer ward. So Mirana once again denying the runes. Let's send one illusion back. Very standard confusion use. You get the illusion, you put the real one and the illusion together and walk away. And hope something does happen. So the invisibility rune is now starting to think that the invisibility rune is not here. Dragon form now being used. Popped on the Tinker. Laser will be used. Mirana actually did not come to the lane to support the Dragon Knight. But up top, the Zeus goes down to a Nyx Assassin. I was expecting an engagement actually at the bottom. But nothing much, on the Tinker. But nothing much really happens. Now the rune expires just... Sorry, not the rune. The observable expires, but no rotation here. Very dangerous. The Tinker is so close. Zeus is in range, but Dragon Knight is forced out of the way. Still no engagement. Nightmare now being used on the Tinker. Beetlejuice taking a lot of harassment from Tyrus. Dragon Knight now rotates up top, a full arrow right there. Stun now continue, Tinker gets burst down really low. Bottom feeder wants to get a kill, but Crony turns it around, secures a kill on the Dragon Knight.
Building a future
And
without
it does
you
manage
in
to
it.
get away, so that's a turnaround right there. Now Tyrus gets Nightmare up, no mana for an arrow, so Mighty number 3 will, and Beetlejuice will be forced to rotate away. Up top, Phantom Assassin gets a solo pick off on the Nyx Assassin. Very big kill right there. Now we know which assassin is the better one. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, now Tiny actually continues to lead the farm for the Radiant side. Though it's starting to get interesting. I think they're a little bit how do you say, overconfident almost with the lineup that they have.
The prize
Got
is
some
mine.
really good early aggression up, and then after that it just went quiet. So regeneration now up on the DK. Looks like he's rotating up top to engage on the PA. We definitely, this team relies a lot on Mighty number 3's arrow. If you land a good arrow, that's the type of arrow that could potentially cause problems. No bottle picked up, interestingly. The Imani saved up was used on a... Oh, DK might be able to pick up the Courier. No? Will be able to. Now Ultimate actually being used up. No Impale yet. Very rare, so it blinks in and stuns, and that's a dead PA for sure. Kill was left for Bottle Feeder, and Bottle Feeder picks up the kill on Hoban. Crony now rotates to the bottom with his Tinker, ready to get an engagement here. We do have a Zeus, but the Zeus has no mana. Mirana lips up and spots the Tinker, and the combination of the Rocket and the ultimate from Nature's Prophet secures the kill.
Radiant's
And Nature's
middle
Prophet
tower
actually
is
TPs
under
now to the
attack.
mid to control that lane. And now all three hero, Crony, Kaipar, and Tyrus in the bottom lane. So now it's starting to look like this game is gonna favor the Dire, and it does favor the Dire by a very small bit, but we're gonna see. A few good arrows could really turn this game around, and there's one of them. Nope, it does not. Connects on the creep actually, so won't be able to have any engagement right there. DK pops the regeneration rune, ready for the bounty. Might leave it for the Tiny, and he does actually leaves it for the Tiny. Phantom Assassin once again gets a solo kill. Oh, I think Dragon Knight actually bottled the Tiny 3 times instead. And up there, PA actually doing a good job fighting the Nyx Assassin. As you can see, Kintango has been killed twice, very near to his tower actually. Definitely the weakling on the team right now. This is some harassment being thrown out by the bottom feeder and Crony. Laser and the rocket from Clockwork lands from far away, but the stuns follow up. Missiles follow in, but Impale catches the Clockwork, and King Tango now rescues bottom feeder. And that's really close. Clockwork, very good hook from Clockwork, but not enough follow up there. Not enough burst damage. Ultimate from Furion. Actually, all the possible follow-up has already been thrown. Laser and Rocket.
Radiant's
and the
top
ultimate
tower
from
is under
Furion,
attack.
but not enough damage. Very nice Impale coming out from Tango to really save bottom feeder from that engagement right there. And now all 4 heroes are here.
Radiant
The Radiant wants to take
structures
the
are
T1.
fortified.
And no much of machines, so he won't be able to defend this very well.
Dire
The
structures
Rocket comes out and laser
Radiant's
actually
top
brings
tower
Pants off.
has fallen.
Shuts off Pants off really low, but it does not go down. Once again, Nightmare used on Crony. Just a slight lack of damage. And Kaipar drops a cork. I'm not too sure for what, but he drops a cork anyway.
Rock it on!
Rockets is launched up on Mighty number 3. Just to show that there is an engagement right now. Furion being brought down really low. Has enough mana to TP. traps in inside. Mirana now needs to fish.
Radiant's top
The
tower is under
arrow
attack.
goes and connects Mighty number 3. Another amazing arrow. Secures the kill right there. And a pause coming out from the Nyx Assassin. Really quick pause right now. We're not too sure what happens. Blink Dagger is completed on Shuts Off, Pants Off. Immediate unpause actually following up.
Thanks.
Not too sure what's happening right here actually. Immediately unpause, Invisibility Rune being picked up on Beetlejuice. King Tango now. Arcane Boots completed, so maybe working towards the Dagon on the Blink Dagger next. PA actually, level 10. Really good farm so far. An engagement now. Oh, the hook missed. And the stun follows in, and the toss onto the Tiny. Confirms the kill, Beetlejuice. Oh, the arrow blocked by the creep. So no follow-up from there. Clockwork, not too good of engagement this time. Misses his hook. The trap fails to connect on anything proper. Nyx Assassin now go really low, but he's still wondering about, still interested in picking off any hero that could potentially swing by and become
Radiant's top tower
his
is
food.
under attack.
Bottom feeder doing a pretty good early aggressive engagement there. And not reviewing the Blink Dagger yet. Shuts Off, Pants Off has not used the Blink Dagger, though I think he just used the Blink Dagger under the Vision of the Ward. Tyrus still working towards his Arcane Boots, now has enough gold. I think he's going towards the shop to get it right now. Oh, the Tinker secures the kill. Walks in and a casual laser secures the kill and Shuts Off, Pants Off. Bad decision there, knowing that the opponent has a lot of burst damage from Tinker. You should be returning home. We do have a team with a lot of burst damage right there. We have the Tinker, we have the PA crits, we have the Clockwork damage, we have the damage from Furion, we have the damage from Zeus.
Top is missing.
But over here, I think the only burst you can really see is probably Tiny. One skill from Bane and an arrow from Mirana, and that still depends on range. And now a hook comes in, but he gets Nightmare up. Furion in position. Ultimate from Beetlejuice on Kaipar, and Kaipar will go down very quickly. Now these crony is caught in position. Tiny blink stun toss, and that's a perfect kill right there. Shuts Off, Pants Off gets a return. Revenge Q on Crony. Gets back into the game right here. A lot of go swing. Gets a lot of go. Definitely interested to build towards in the Gun Scepter. Interesting with the DK, there's not much push on the towers so far, just a lot of aggression. King Tango TPing down bottom to deal with Wild Player. And looks like his ultimate will be cooling down. Not too soon
Radiant's
actually.
bottom tower is under attack.
Actually, he does not see him yet. Tiny now comes very close to Wild Player. Stun and toss follows up, and that's more than enough to kill him actually. And Bane in the middle securing a kill on Kaipar. TP's away, the
Dire's middle tower is
ultimate
under
from
attack.
Midnight Tree secures the retreat, and now they're going back in. The retreat barely started, and now they're going back in. A TP coming in could be a lineup for a full 5-second stun, but nope. Beetlejuice no Nightmare. Interesting. Nightmare could have just set up a 5-second arrow, though I don't think they can dive the tower just yet. These two supports are pretty underfarmed. They don't have any major
Dire's bottom tower
HP
is
item,
under
and
attack.
now the DK, the push from the DK shows up. They're pushing up on the T1. The T1 will go down.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Some early engagement really going in the favor of the Radiant, and surprisingly they don't have the goal lead just yet. They only fully experienced lead back in their favor. Oh, the Kaipar misses the hook once again, and that's some major thing he needs to stop missing. That's their only form of engagement beyond until the Tinker picks up a Blink Dagger. And that's the only way they can remotely jump on the opponent. And now Water Player gets solo up by Beetlejuice. I think an arrow was probably involved, and yes, an arrow was involved from Mighty number 3. Tinker now TP's in, trying to pick up the Bane, but Bane has an haze and is way up above there. Rocket, no laser, a lot of ultimate stuns all used up, and now Shuts Off and Pants Off arrow comes in, does not connect. My team just missed that just a little bit. PA gets tossed up, a lot of magical damage thrown out. Tiny gets really low, secured by the bunch of machine. Over aggression there. Trying to secure the Q on Hoban, does not get it. And now Clockwork in pursue, ready with his ultimate.
Players
Rockets
here.
get shot up. Just trying to pick up the kill. Nyx Assassin, invisibility up. Potentially ready to pick off the PA. Oh, the stun, no damage right there. Oh, and the Clockwork comes in to save the day. That's a good hook actually. It's a pretty good hook. Oh, the Dragon Breath thrown out in an attempt to try to fish the PA. Gets really low but does not secure the kill. 75 damage. And that's the thing lacking on the Radiant. They have a lot of stuns, they have a lot of disabers, but they really just lack the burst damage. And Nyx Assassin misses his ultimate right there, otherwise there would have been a kill on the PA. And now we have 3 heroes being caught up. Cox now already used Cox sideline for about 15 seconds and cooldowns on 15 seconds. Bane here, I think he is in range, and Nightmare up on the Clockwork, set up for a perfect arrow, stun on the Zeus, and there you go, ultimate down on Tyrus. Tinker comes in, Kuiper still alive, but Dragon Knight, I think the poison from the Dragon Knight secures the kill. Mirana's ultimate now secures their retreat out of this. Bane comes back in, they want the Q on the Crony. The arrow lights up for a pure 5-second arrow right there. A lot of burst damage. Now the stun is ready on Hoban, and looks like Hoban just TP to his death again. And that's a lot of magical damage coming in. Trying to stay alive. PA still alive. Bane going in. 3 seconds for Brain Sap and will go down, but bottom feeder will be the one that secures it with a Dragon's Breath. Ultimate from the Zeus comes out, secures a kill on Mighty number 3. But doesn't matter, everyone just TPs away. Zeus now TPs in with mass TP. Clockwork also coming in right now. They're still trying to find any hero left in the middle. Tiny secures a kill at the bottom. Solo kill on Furion. That's a very easy kill for him. And they now move 16 to 8 kills straight up. That should be a major goal lead for them really soon right now. Let's see, has the PA gone down? Yes, an interest profit has already been recorded. Surprisingly, they actually don't have that big of a lead.
Middle
so far.
is missing.
And bottom feeder once again leading the. As you can see, gold earned. He's leading the gold earned chart.
Dire's middle tower is under
Doing
attack.
a really good job now. Tinker comes in. Mirana on the other hand, Mighty number 3 actually falling behind on levels, really low. Kuiper too, he's almost being zoned out. As bad as Kuiper. Invisibility, oh actually Shadow's Blade completed on bottom feeder, comes in, stuns on the Crony, bursts up a lot, and Nyx Assassin, Tango, King Tango will be the one that secures the kill. Bottom feeder continues to farm this lane up, double damage, bring border up. And they'll have it 600 gold, positive goes to one side and negative on the other side, so this will be about a 1000 gold swing. And Shadow Blade paying off, early Shadow Blade especially paying off really well, especially now with the Shadow Blade available for an upgrade to the Silver's Age, which is a really good item. And down bottom Tiny secures a kill on the Clockwork. Must have been a combination with the Nightmare. Yes, it is. The Nightmare does set up a lot. Set ups the arrow, sets up the Tiny Avalanche and Toss. Though Tiny still went for a Blink Dagger. If it didn't, he would have a Aghanim Scepter available already. Now Bane at the back, now interested to secure this kill, and the Bane actually blinks forward. Nightmare connects, and this is likely the doom of the Tiny, and there you go. Sorry, doom of the Tinker. Tiny just secured that kill, and Dragon Knight in the middle, securing a kill, probably from an arrow. Nope, not an arrow. Surprisingly, likely a Nyx Assassin engagement there. And there
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Cruising into the game, taking another T1. Arrow
Dire's
throw up to
structures are
fish any
fortified.
TPing heroes, but up there they lost the T1 too. And now taking a lot of
Radiant's top
damage.
tower is under attack.
PA TPing back home, but that could be a wrong TP now. Nightmare immediately being switched out. I'm not too sure how to cancel that TP right there, but Holben manages to survive, manages to get out of that. And now what a player gets brought really low. Manages to get away. The Mirana arrow arriving just a second too late. Tiny now has enough mana though. Oh, Tiny engages on the PA instead. Gets a full kill on the PA. Brain Sap coming up on Kaipar. Bitterjuice gets stuck here and he gets burst down very quickly. Tiny backs away, leaves the Bane there to die. And probably the right decision right there. Though Bane did carry a dominating streak and it did went the way of the Tinker. Smoke now being used. It's pretty casual. I don't think they can actually gank anything. And Nyx Assassin, King Tango secures a kill on the Furion.
The prize is
What a
mine.
player going down once again in the jungle. And as you can see, Nyx Assassin can be really effective if your opponent don't invest into sentry wards. As you can see, the King Tango, after being shut down earlier on, is now being very successful actually. Blink Dagger ready, Arcane Boots out, working towards a Dagon right now. Drums also completed now on bottom feeder. Tiny, a Gundam Scepter completed, so that's a big major pickup. And here it looks like Bane is working towards a... I'm actually not sure. It says Nail Talisman, that's a Augur Club. Probably just building some HP before building into a Gundam Scepter. Mighty number 3, standard level 5th position hero. 5th position situation of the hero. Everyone wants the rune. This is interesting. Everyone's gonna fight for a rune. Let's see who gets it. And we have 3 heroes here fighting for the rune. Dragonite gets the bounty rune.
Double damage!
Double damage goes away with Bane actually. Surprisingly, no one was up top. And now, oh, Tyrus is going to get picked up right there, but they're not interested in him. They will go for Kaipar instead. I'm not too sure where King Tango is going. King Tango now goes towards the stun, comes out, Impale connects, and oh, he actually fails to get the kill. Kaipar stays alive. Ultimate now being used, no kills. Tiny secures a kill on Kaipar at the back, and now shuts off Phantom, gets really low, gets burst down by the Tinker. Mega kill streak goes away with the Tinker. Once again picks up a major amount of gold right there. The stun actually connects on one player, another good arrow, but no follow-up. A lack of follow-up, no one available to follow up actually. Miscommunication right there. Bottom feeder and the Nyx Assassin went for different targets. It would have likely turned out to be much better if they actually went for the Zeus. It's not picking up BKB on the Dragonite. Definitely a good item to go up against the Tinker. That's the kind of item you want to go up against a burst damage Tinker. Was put a lot of effort earlier on into magical damage. And Zeus also, that's something, and I believe it protects you from the Basher too, though that's not something they need to worry about yet. PA 25 minutes, still no Better Fury yet, so not exactly doing a very good job farming thus far. Furion too, saving a lot of gold up. Might be working towards a straight hacks or Scythe of Vice, depending on what you prefer to call it. Probably actually already has enough for a Scythe of Vice.
Radiant's
And
bottom
they do
tower
see the
is under
DK
attack.
coming in, they do know
Dire's top tower is under
they now
attack.
have some sentry wards down and available. They're trying to bring Holben into a situation where they can pick him off. Nyx Assassin comes in too, a stun now comes in on Holben. Overstays welcome, the courier might go down too. Oh, one more hit for a courier. Courier does not go down. The magic damage from the DK does not sustain on the courier, so they do get that one kill. And Tyrus now in a dangerous position. Nightmare up. The 5-second arrow coming in does connect, and he does go down to the DK once again. A double kill for bottom feeder. And while all this is happening, while a player is attempting really hard to push up the bottom lane, but a TP, okay, actually the TP is coming from Tinker, so it looks like we will have this lane push up really far. And more pushing coming out
Radiant's
from
bottom
Crony,
tower
dropping a lot of those. But this assassin is in position, he may be able to pick up the Furion.
Radiant's bottom
5 more
tower
seconds
has
to a
fallen.
TP, but actually no, both
Dire's
heroes
top
will
tower
TP
is
away
under
safely. They will look like they will lose a lot of damage up top. I'm not too sure what are they waiting for. Only Clockwork, Tinker cancels the TP actually. I think she realized Mirana is missing, that's not right. I don't want something to happen to me, and the TP was smart. Very smart TP right there. Beetlejuice now scouting out potentially, blinks forward, trying to find someone. PA gets a full stun up, right? Not in a good position, but the Clockwork comes in and eats the full avalanche and now takes a toss to the face. Takes a 5-second arrow probably, Kaipar, but very healthy to continue his movement. Rocket comes in, Zeus throws out the ultimate laser from Tinker, secures the kill on the Tiny, but Beetlejuice is now escaping, and now Tinker secures a double kill on the Mirana from Rocket coming out from the Furion. Hacks completed, Cycle of Vice completed right there, and now Beetlejuice will TP away safely. But looks like he is working towards a scepter, as you can see. DK now trapped right here. They now finally realize there is a sentry ward here. And Monster Q Street goes the way of the Zeus. So that's a major turnaround fight right there. Those are some big goal change, and they might have pulled the goal back down. Has the DK been registered? No, DK's death has not been registered on the program. Okay, and there should be the registration of the DK, that's why it drops down to 25,000. So very close game, and no one's successfully taking a good lead whatsoever. Only he's up top, maybe almost catches the Mirana in position. Does not spot the Mirana. And
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Tinker alone. No one farming this up. This tower could actually go down freely. Tiny just deny a tower
Radiant's
up top, but
tower
the middle
has
tower
fallen.
goes down anyway. Some lining up here. Actually, no, just farming up the Ancients. Tyrus dropping more wards around, becoming support. It's actually funny that he's using sentries, considering he's a Zeus. I've seen support Zeus that maxes up their Arc Lightning and Static Field, but only get a level.
Assassination is
Secure a kill right there. Mirana and Bane actually both support going down, and now it's turning in favor of the Dire. As I was saying, I've seen support Zeus play in a way where they max up your Arch Lightning. Oh, there you have an engagement on the back on Tyrus. Getting burst down really low. Frost Dragon now taking all the damage up. Impale comes out. Mixed Assassin goes down to PA though from a very big stun. I think bottom feeder is about to go down too. That's 4 heroes against 1. There's no way he's going to be able to survive. BKB goes down. Tiny Tinker comes in and finishes the kill. I wanted to say that a few times already, but Zeus would max out the Arch Lightning and the Static Field. And then only leveling up 1 level into Lightning Bolt,
Radiant's middle tower
especially
is
early
under
on in the
attack.
game, and then use it to scout. And now we have the Tiny comes in, getting hacks up. Arrow connects on Kaipar, surprisingly. Beetlejuice comes in, managed to brain set, but not enough to kill. Nightmare ready, should Nightmare someone. Kaipar gets really low, Nightmare up. He's probably dead, but Crony comes in, secures a kill on Bane first. But Tiny gets a kill back on Kaipar anyway, shuts off Pants off, secures that kill with an avalanche. And Mighty number 3 sets up a beautiful arrow. they're starting to fall behind. PA is starting to pick up a significant amount of farm. And this may be bad. Tiny 2 needs to work very, very close. Actually, not very close. He picks up his Hyperstone, has a chainmail ready, and is working towards an Assault Karai. Next Assassin being a little bit less effective recently. Nyx Assassin is very close to his level 1 Dagon though. Bane still slowly crawling towards his Aghanim Scepter. Major pickup, definitely. And as you can see, everywhere is being watered up with sentries right now. Did you see Tiny picking up the invisibility rune? This area, however, is not watered up, and the stun comes out of Tinker. Connection stun goes down to the Nyx Assassin. King Tango picks that up. Ultimate up from Mirana, making him stay alive, and now looks like Kuiper is going to take a lot of damage. No BKB attempt right there. Kuiper gets really low. Bottom feeder stays alive. Bane comes in. Tiny gets stunned up. Tyrus gets Nightmare, but it transferred to Pensive Sleep Up, and Kuiper now getting brought down really low. Bottom feeder stays alive. Invisibility back on, and the slow being thrown down. PA wants a re-engagement. Bottom feeder TP's out of that. Beetlejuice is still alive. The stun comes in, connects on Tyrus, but toss not enough damage. Bane wasn't in position. Oh, the lightning bolt did not connect on Tiny. Beetlejuice moves away. A major kill right there, so he crossed closer, definitely towards his Aghanim Scepter. Though I do think she can sell the Soul Ring and the Null Talisman. That should be enough for him to pick up a point booster. Oh, Fury is coming in to get a kill on the courier, and he does get a kill, though I think that's a stupid move. He should have waited for the courier to arrive, and if the opponent wasn't paying attention, buy something, then kill the courier, because you can easily pick the courier off. You TP to this location instead, which sometimes I like to do. You TP to this location, and when the hero buys something, you kill him. And Zeus now secures a kill on the... As a Tiny secures a kill on the Zeus actually.
Incoming!
And a Nightmare laser follows up. The stun comes in, connects on Kuiper, follows up stun from the bottom feeder. Brain Sap secures the burst damage. Sufficient enough burst damage, and gets the kill. Rocket now comes in on bottom feeder. Dodged by Beetlejuice. Actually, just 3 being dagger on the side for anyone Beetlejuice. And once again, Furion, a lot of gold. Not too sure what he's building towards. Surprisingly, Beetlejuice is going to pick up his point booster last. And now Nightmare sets up. There's no one to follow up from this, so I'm not too sure what's his plan. The slow comes out of the PA. PA might be interested. If she comes up, that's a trap, and the stun from Hobo comes out. Ultimate joins up on Hobo. King Dagger Dagons, and Bane is the one that secures the kill. Beetlejuice, very good bait played out right there. However, down at the bottom, Mighty number 3 goes down to Water Player in an attempt to prevent him from pushing, but looks like he will be able to secure this full push. And he's TPing out very quickly, drastically. And I think they want to get a deny on this, but they will not be able to do so.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Invisibility.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Now Furion leads the net worth chart. Not too sure what but he actually buys up Mjolnir, so he's going to complete this Mjolnir. Though it's interesting, he doesn't seem to be joining as much fight, so the Mjolnir is an interesting pickup nonetheless. But he did get a lot of free farm, ignoring the earlier kills he gave away. Beetlejuice, invisibility rune swinging around here, very close. Now spotting up on Tyrus. Oh, drops down a sentry ward actually. Now finds up Beetlejuice, and he could be in big danger right now. I'm not too sure what the Mirana's ultimate is supposed to actually do. And the ultimate from Tyrus secures the kill on Beetlejuice, and there you go. Once again, swinging back towards his favor. As you can see, this is a very, very close game. Experience and gold all going up and down along the zero line. They may be able to pick up what's a player once again. And his ultimate went down, so he won't have the bonus damage. That wasn't very smart of him. Waited too long. So not exactly the best scenario to do. Everyone's going back to the jungle, farming up a little bit. Mighty Tree needs to farm up some items. Picks up a Blade of Alacrity, maybe Diffuser Blade, maybe a Casual Yasha. Just to get a little bit more damage. And Dragon comes out with an ultimate. Bottom feeder trying to solo up what's a player. Hex comes out on bottom feeder, but it doesn't look like it really matters. Mix Assassin uses the Dagon to secure the kill on what's a player. And King Tango picks up the Furion once again. Assassin ultimate's cooldown again. Arcane Boots ready, and maybe going back into invisibility.
Dire's middle tower
very
is
soon.
under attack.
Actually, it doesn't look like they're interested in. It looks like they will just push this away. 2 more seconds, 3 more
Dire's
seconds,
middle
and the
tower
arrow
has
fish just connects on Kaipar. Really big right there. Blinks forward. The stun comes in for a tiny, a lot of burst damage coming in. Kaipar stays alive. No dead gone this time. Kaipar actually does manage to get out of that. And there you can see the burst damage effect from the Dire side. Actually, every time something happens now, Tinker comes in trying to bring this down, but doesn't get. Kaipar jumps in with a hook, beautiful hook, a lot of burst damage now. Bottom feeder, BKB out a little bit late, managed to bring down Kaipar, and oh, okay, there's a sentry ward right here actually, and Tinker. Oh, one more hit to get the Tinker down, but it does not get a Tinker down. A Cryo Tinker. Oh my god, Highban is really, really big. Mighty number 3 trying to secure a kill on Crony, but will not be able to. And that's a full team wipe. Highban now wants to go in to get Roshan, but I don't think she can solo Roshan. Now, looks like she will be able to solo Roshan actually. That's a Dargon 5, I think, or 4. That's a Dargon 5 being picked up by Tinker, and that's even more burst damage coming out from the Dire team. And looks like no one's coming. Okay, What's a player is coming to help her, but it doesn't look like she actually needs help. I think What's a player should be pushing instead, as Tinker is doing. Tinker is pushing up very crazy.
Roots and run.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
I bet now picks that up. And that's a major boost towards the side. They should have the advantage right now. They do have a 5,000 gold lead. PA now creeps
Double damage.
1400. Not too sure what she's working towards. Probably, I think a better thing would be to look towards a Basher. Kaipar on this side, very close to his Agadam Scepter, and that would be a major boost to him. He will be able to throw the hook up more casually.
This should make my life easier.
Incoming!
Mighty number 3 does pick up a Casual Yasha. Sakura completed with about 12,000 gold in the bank. King, so I think he's working towards a Scepter. What does the Scepter do? Bonus damage. Bonus damage is lost. I'm actually not sure what the Scepter does. Let me check.
Dire's
Got an
bottom tower is under
Scepter.
attack.
Okay, it doesn't actually tell you when it's in the shop and you're just the spectator. So, but King Tango now going up here, trying to find the Furion. He does have a level 1 Dagon, so okay, it looks like he's just gonna give up actually. Not too interested to dive too far away to find that kill. Instead, he's just gonna come back here. Yeah, he's just gonna farm this area up and there you go. Everyone's backed up, comes up as 4. DK picks up his Silver Edge, completes a Maelstrom from DKB. Picks up a Mayoneer actually, very close to completing his Mayoneer too. 2700 HP to tank up. And here you have a 60% reduction on the armor, on physical damage, and that's a major thing. However, magical damage is still the major problem. Shutsoft Pensoft might want to look towards building a BKB as quickly as possible. Mirana still the bottom feeder for sure. Hyperstone is completed this time on Kaizu. What am I talking about? On the bottom feeder. What's he doing? Okay, he's probably going back to pick up the recipe. King Tango now they will push up as 3. Ooh, Beetlejuice in a very dangerous position. He's going to use my ultimate so the Beetlejuice will be able to get out. Actually, he has a blink, so I think he's okay.
And it's up.
Oh, the ultimate spots them all out though. Beetlejuice is forced to back away from that. And it looks like Furion doesn't really care. A large amount of creep keeping in. Tiny now TP's back in. Stun follows up on Crony. A lot of damage right there. Hacks up. A lot of burst damage. Dagon 5 coming in. Jumps in and Dagon 5 again secures the kill with the Tiny. However, the Tango, oh no, he does not have a stun left. Oh, the Dagon from the and Dagon is something. Oh yeah, the ultimate gives him this. Now I remember.
Autumn comes too soon.
Seeing stars?
Which is a very interesting addition. Honestly, grants Burrow ability, buries himself, while Burrow needs to become stationary and invisible. His Spike Carapace instantly stuns nearby enemy when casted. The range of Mana Burn and Impale increase, Impale cooldown decrease. He gains bonus health and mana regeneration, takes reduced damage. So, how much reduced damage actually? It doesn't say. Oh, that's a lot of mana regeneration. He had like 20 over mana regeneration just now compared to the 3 which he's supposed to have. Yeah, 28. 3.9. That's a lot. And Aegis has been reclaimed. Respawn in 4 minutes and 40 seconds. That's a fast respawn actually. Not the fastest possible. I think the fastest possible is 8. So he was spawned in like 9.
The wages of fear.
Tinker. Keep these back in, continue to push on the bottom lane. They do have a lot of bling daggers though, so the Tinker isn't too big of an issue. There is a way to cache the Tinker. Is need to be more worried about other things. That's a crazy amount of attack speed right there. It's 0.5, so that's 2 attack per second. He cleans things up really quickly. This probably work towards a life steal right now, casually using up the drums actually. Tiny is hitting out 0.91 per second. And there's a big push coming down the bottom. Tiny's issues, of course, still with the BKB. Working very, very closely. Almost picking up his BKB now. And once again, you see zero experience. Very, very close games. About a 400. Yeah, about 400, 4,500 bonus goal towards the Dire. Right now, Tinker secures the kill up top on the Mirana. And now the pushing combination continues. From the back go King Tango, probably looking to jump on Water player this time. Phantom Assassin secures the kill right there. That wasn't the smartest idea, but I'm not too sure what he was doing. He blinks forward, actually blinks backward, running away. And Bane actually gives away another kill.
Radiant's
up
top tower is under attack.
Marked up right there. Ultimate, Zeus ultimate, is it? Yes, Zeus ultimate now once again being used to scout out the map. I have a feeling the scepter isn't exactly the most useful item. I'm not too sure. Defensively, probably you can burrow on high ground and you can be a really big annoyance, honestly, because it's pure and you stun everyone for 2.4 seconds. No damage though. That's the only thing, I guess. No damage. But if you blink Barrow, okay, there you see Barrow 1.5% health. He's just toying with the skill now. It's a little bit annoying. So 1.5 health, Barrow damage reduction minus 40, mana burn range 900. Impale range, Impale cooldown 9 seconds instead of 13. And Carapace range 300. Mirana does get, Mighty number 3 does get spotted up by the ward though. So I think they're just gonna back away. And now Tiny gets spotted up too, and Nyx Assassin same. So that's everyone. Everyone gets spotted up. Arrow comes in, walks by, they do not go in. Roshan spawns. That is so sad. That is so sad. Stun now, major stun now. Toss on Bane, gets tossed up. Spirit brings forward, maybe able to secure the kill. Nightmare on Water player, and Brainstep secures the kill on Water player. Villagers getting some triple TP there, getting the double kill. Oh, that's getting 2 kills right there, and that's a major goal swing. As you can see, that probably puts that back in favor. Actually not recorded yet. Actually it is. Why did he go back down? I don't understand. Shouldn't he bend back upwards? I don't know. Maybe it takes time for the graph to get updated. But DK picks up an MKB. And that's an important item to deal with the PA right now.
This should make my life easier.
And with his attack speed, the amount of mini stun coming out should be really disturbing. 35% chance to have 100 bonus damage. As you can see, Villagers now comes in and top clockwork jumps in on Pants, shuts off and Pants off, but Kaipar gets burst up really quickly. That back Holbert stuns up a BKB and finishes off the Bane, and Abyssal Blade is used on shuts off Pants off, a toss is used to throw him backward. He does stay alive though. The dagger, very lucky dagger. I think he's in range actually. He's not, surprisingly. you can see, DK has took off the... It's now leading the chart. However, there's a problem. His BKB is dropping lower and lower, and once he hits a very, very low point, he could face a major problem, and he might want to look to maybe build a heart, some lifesteal item. Just buy out my Boots of Trevor now. And this ultimate once again used up to scout. They do find King Tango. A lot of TP coming in. I got a bad feeling about this. And Zeus is coming in. He does get stunned up, and King Tango will just die away.
And they said I was crazy.
It wasn't even any attempt to fight. Now Hoban will come in for another Roshan, though that's an interesting. She has 2 boots. DK doesn't look like he's even interested to challenge the PA getting the Roshan. Facebook as expected.
Roshan has fallen.
PA will pick up the Aegis for the 2nd time.
Coming in.
Hex is now available on Tinker, and that's a big item to pick up with, especially considering he has rearm. He's gonna have a lot of Hex. Should be able to solo on most heroes right now. The Hex itself is 3.5 seconds. Rearm is now only 1. So now you're gonna see the Hex Dagon, Hex Dagon, Hex Dagon. As long as he has enough mana. Hex isn't much. Hex is 100. Dagon is 180. Rearm is 320. So that's about 600 mana. He can do it 3 times. And there you go. The Hex Dagon Rocket and Hex Dagon Rocket. And there you go. Crony secures the kill on Beater. Very close. No Dragon Form turned out, but stun would probably be a better idea first. Dragon Tail was probably not in range 2 anyway.
Unstoppable.
TP to the middle. Actually, Nyx Assassin gives away another kill. I still feel Nyx Assassin is the weakling in the team. He's really not contributing as much as he should have. Bought up in a Aghanim Scepter and is really not doing anything with the Aghanim Scepter. He's just wasting his lives. Irony now comes in. BKB Avalanche does not connect. Takes up a lot of damage from the Furion. The arrow comes in far away. Dodges from both. Tinker blinks away. Now Silver Age available, but I'm not too sure why the Dragon Knight isn't using it. Furion gets bursted out really low. Tiny secures that 1 kill. Tinker is still here though.
Well, that would be a tribute.
Oh, Dragon Knight now does use up his Silver Age. And the arrow from a very long distance away almost connects, but now Clockwork does see that though. He does see the... because of the wards. Actually, I'm not too sure why there's like 3 wards here. 2 wards, I believe. And a very casual refresher being thrown out to totally no effect whatsoever. Mirana will be forced to go back home, who has completed a month of star actually. With Furion down, though Furion down is really not too much. PA is pushing up the bottom lane. Beetlejuice right here with his ultimate. Aghanim Scepter already out, working on the BKB. Visibility used on bottom feeder. Probably trying to find someone to pick off. Silver Age now has break, I think. The visibility is over though, and the stun now comes in, connects a lot of burst damage. Now comes up, needs to burst Omen down. He does go down. Aegis coming right up. Crony gets burst down too. And back Tyrus now taking a shot, and he will go down to bottom feeder once again. Abyssal Blade being used by Hoban, but now they are focusing down on Kaipa. Hoban taking a lot of damage from bottom feeder. Nightmare being up on Hoban feeder. Oh, the missile just missed. Hoban blinks in, trying to secure the kill on bottom feeder, but bottom feeder gets away, finishes the kill. Mirana actually the one securing the kill, and that is 3 down. This looks like a push right in. And our bottom feeder actually staying right now. He's not going to care too much. Going to sustain some rocket damage. He needs a lifesteal or a heart, as I mentioned before. And it looks like he does have enough cash for a heart actually. If he sells his boots, I think he does have enough money right now. And he does bring it down. Kaipa buyback from the Phantom Assassin. Hook comes in from Kaipa beautifully. Hooks up, but Kaipa taking a shitload of damage right now. And that bursts down very, very quickly. Blinks in the creep from the battlefield. Secures 2 kills. And King Tango now caught in a dangerous position and gets a triple kill on Kaipa. However, that was a buyback and that means 60% less cash. And as you can see, 3 kills only get for 200. Oh no, that's just 1 kill. I'm not too sure why I did not record the previous 2 kills. There was no loss of goal experience. Is it all reliable? Interestingly. Interesting enough, I think it's because of the tower down. Level 2, the Gone is now picked up. And now a triple hero in position. He needs to spike Carapace right now. What the hell is he doing? Why isn't he using spike Carapace? Like seriously. And the arrow does come in, connects fully once a player goes down, but I think that's about it. That's about everything they're gonna get. So each player has lost 1 T3 bottom feeder now coming up forward, trying to look for Crony, but I don't think he's going to be able to find him. Crony now TP's away.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
I think the only problem is that they have this crazy King Tango guy, which is just feels like he's trolling the team. He's not even playing seriously. He's just having fun with his new Aghanim Scepter. It's like the first time he played Nyx Assassin with Aghanim Scepter and he's just having fun with it. He's not even playing it seriously. With the BKB ready though, he did buy back, so he does not have enough gold right now. Beater Juice gets burst up. BKB now all open. Stun comes out. Herman toss comes out. He needs to be burst him down very quickly. Herman goes down. No buyback. Kaipa too. No buyback on him too. And that's a major. This could be GG. They could end it directly. No Tinker actually secures the kill. Bottom feeder now tanking everything up. Instead trying to take up the kill. And he's now into this chain of Hacks and Tango. And as you can see, King Tango just staying there, not doing much. The refresher from Tyrus secures the double kill. Sorry, no double kill actually. Secures a kill on the Dragon Knight. And there you go, King Tango just causing his team to push. He's just not doing anything. If he's playing seriously, this game could be over a long time ago, but he's just not. He's just... This is the reason a lot of people complain about ranked Dota. You have this kind of players that don't take their game seriously. And it's just trolling. It's just not even paying attention. And that is a major problem with Dota right now. You have players that don't play properly, they don't care.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Trying to defend. I don't think that's a very good place to be in. You get hacks up and he will be in the chain of hacks. No Dagon coming up though. Ultimate now used on Crony. King Tango comes in. I'm not too sure what he's doing again. He's just being dumb as usual. And there you see it.
I will rise next season.
I'm just so frustrated with this guy. However, the top lane is now pushing in too. So Mighty number 3 gets to clear this up. DK comes back up very quickly. However, he is sidelined for yes 4 minutes off buyback though. BKB completed on the Bane. but he picks up another Ogre Cup. I'm not too sure what he's trying to do, just trying to build as much HP as possible, I guess. What is Beetlejuice doing? And the stun, Nightmare now comes up on Hoban. BKB now being used, Bissell Blade onto, oh, the Nightmare bottom feeder. This could be the end of the game. Oh no, DK throws out a lot of damage actually. Bottom feeder with the Crystallis bringing down the PA, and now Tyrus gets stuns up. Crony now in danger. This might be GG. Actually no, Krypar and What a Player has a buyback. So this might be okay. Krypar does buy back very quickly. Issue of course with Krypar, he does have
Dire structures
hooks in. This time connects on the Nyx Assassin, but he gets, that's a very quick and pointless dieback. He gets a burst down almost instantly. And however, this looks like a base race now potentially. Now Furian's just gonna push, you know he can't defend.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
And there you have it, the Furian's going in. Now this is just a direct. Oh, the arrow fails to connect. So the arrow connect, this could be the major end to it. And T3 does come down. Crony comes in, stuns up, and he gets burst down. Bottom feeder secures and kill. Dominated string buyback from Tinker to continue this. He TP's right in. Bottom feeder trying to get a kill on him. No way. That's a tower down on one side. I'm gonna just leave my click on the Ancient right here. Tower still up. This tower is down though. This looks like a major. They need to get this tower down. Do they have a glyph? They do have a glyph. The Ancient's getting really low. This is a direct base race. It doesn't look like they have enough. They have no creeps. The Furion is bringing it down much faster. And there you have it. A stun is coming out from the Bane, but not really delaying much. Oh, this is very close.
Ancient is under attack.
Bane is dead. Bane is dead, and that was so close. This base race has come so close and so close. That's almost like 300 to 400 HP between the two of them. Bane tried to delay as much as possible, but there was just too much creep right there. And GG's who was the Team Dire. Though I feel the whole issue was with Nyx Assassin, he just wasn't playing seriously. He was just trolling his teammates, throwing fights away, not paying attention, borrowing during fights and not doing much. And I think all the blame lies on Nyx Assassin. Everyone played really well, but Nyx Assassin was just definitely the key reason the Radiant lost the game. But anyway, that's the end of another series of Dota 2 Cassette. And once again, a quick reminder, I'm streaming for St. Jude Play Live. Donate if you want to. And see you guys next time.